Hi, it's Perry here from sunny South Africa. I'm doing a taste test today for my friend Mark at alamopeppers.com who are based in San Antonio, Texas. Mark has very kindly sent me some dried Carolina Reaper pods. Very nice example right here. You can see there we go, you can see the tail. Um, the Carolina Reaper currently is the world's hottest chili. It's recorded in the Guinness Book of Records as being the hottest at some 2.2 million, with an average of about 1.5 million. So what I can tell you is this pepper is as hot as it gets at the moment, and what makes this pepper, having tried it a couple of times, what makes this pepper so exceptionally hot is just that particular mix of capsaicins that happens to be in this pepper. They attack the mouth. Capsaicin causes the burning sensation in the mouth, and I can tell you that the mix of chemicals in this chili right here will unleash World War III inside the mouth. So an incredibly, not just on paper recorded very hot chili, but one that dishes out an unbelievably painful burn. What I'm going to do, moving along swiftly, is to chew this pod for 1 minute and then try and do a taste test review on these lovely pods. What I can tell you, opening the packet, you get the most amazing smell of, I call it fresh sun-dried tomato and peppers, which is to be expected, but it's got that sweet tomato aroma about it when you open that packet. At the moment, I'm getting more of a strawy smell from this pod, but that's to be expected. I mean, they are dried. So, yeah, the Carolina Reaper. I have taste tested this a couple of times. I've promised Mark I would do it again. Every time I promise I'll never do it again, and here I am yet again. But because I've put it off so many times, I've now been branded as Buttercup. So I have some this issue to lay down, and I have to make things right. So I'm going to snap off the stalk on this baby. Oh, there's still a bit left on there. And here we go. The Carolina Reaper from alamopeppers.com, which I believe is exceptionally hot. I'm not looking forward to this. But anyway, here we go. Getting a little bit of a strawy flavor at first, which will be the dried pod. Slowly but surely, starting to soften up. Getting a little bit of a sour flavor, a bitter flavor, which I know usually means trouble. Hmm. Giving that a real chew. Just swallowed it. The front of the tongue already going numb. There is a very bitter flavor, which, having tasted some of the really hot chilies, you do tend to get that bitter flavor. Tip of the tongue, particularly, really burning, quite intense already. Starting to sweat there. Lovely sweet flavors coming through now. Side of the tongue. The heat seems to be creeping from the front backwards. Little bit of a cinnamony. Okay, a third time lucky. Tongue's not wanting to cooperate there. top of the tongue, really biting. It feels like it's in a vice now. I can feel that heat already going down the solar plexus, but some really nice flavors coming through there. The burn on the tip of the tongue. Usually with the Carolina Reaper so far, there's always been that characteristic burn at the back of the throat. But this chili has only just started, and it is a slow developing heat. My goodness, wow, that is hot. That is really, really hot. It's definitely up there with your Douglas and your Marugas and your Butch tea. So, wow. But some really, really nice flavors. And this is the thing that one wouldn't really eat a whole pod on its own, really, on one's own volition. Oh, that is really starting to kick in now. It's reaching the back of the throat. Quite a severe burn there. Right. So I was saying you wouldn't really eat a whole pod, but the amazing thing with this is you get those really, really hot chilies where you get the flavor up front, and then your taste buds are gone. But with the Carolina Reaper, it is actually a very exceptionally very tasty chili. The ears are starting to play up now, which is something. Cheers. Are starting to well up. Hopefully not buttercup status yet. That is hot. That is really, really hot. Probably one of the hottest ones that I've tried to date. And as you breathe, the hot air that comes out makes it even hotter. Tears are starting to roll down the cheeks, which is pretty normal. And it is a relentless heat. And yet, there's still flavor there. So one of these pods, you could grind them up, or you could stick them whole into a stew, into a curry. Whoa. Trying to talk makes it even worse. It's at the moment it's an ulcerating, stinging, like somebody trying to put needles through the tongue at the moment. The back of the throat, not too bad, although it is starting to kick in now. Ooh, it's got a real ulcerating burn to it. Definitely the capsaicin mix that is in these Carolina Reapers, very potent. I don't know enough about the science that goes on in chilies, but what I can say is there are certain chilies that just have an unbelievably painful burn, and this chili just happens to be one of those. Okay, my lips are starting to tingle as well. It's an all-round kind of burn. Whew. Okay. I think it's starting to plateau now. But this chili is incredibly hot. It's insanely hot. And if you want to try this, well, you need to take yourself to alamopeppers.com and order their dried Carolina Reaper pods. Absolutely fierce on the heat department. Right, that's me. Enough waffling off. Buttercup, I think I'm now called Peri Peri again. I might have redeemed myself. That was the Carolina Reaper, the world's hottest chili, and one not to be messed around with, because it really is. My mouth is in agony, and I've got my ice cold milk right here. I'm going to enjoy that. The endorphins are already starting to kick in, and feeling really great. But enough of that. That's me, Peri Peri. Used to be called Buttercup, but now Peri Peri. Signing off from South Africa. Until next time, cheerio.